guys, Jay. Welcome back to the channel. Guys, I can't believe it. I just got something in the email box and it really blew me for a loop, and I'm super excited about what's been announced. Guys, it's finally been revealed. The Power Rangers Lightning Collection Blue Ranger Helmet and Power Lance have been revealed on Hasbro Pulse for pre-order. And guys, I just wanted to take a little bit of a deep dive and take a look at these amazing collectibles from the Power Rangers Lightning Collection. But guys, just before we get started, if you enjoyed this type of content, please consider subscribing to the channel. I post up to 2 episodes a week, and I hope you guys enjoy. And don't forget to hit that bell notification so you guys will always know when new episodes are posted. Well guys, without further ado, let's deep dive into this awesome announcement for these brand new Power Ranger items. I'm super excited for this. Alright guys, so this news comes to us from HasbroPulse.com. I got a notice in my email saying that some brand new Power Ranger figures had just come in, and I was super surprised to find out they weren't actually figures, they were actually cosplay items. And honestly, this is absolutely exciting for me. Guys, let's check this out. Yes, if we scroll down here, we see the Feeling Blue. We got you. Oh, wow, this is amazing. Now, for those of you guys who don't know, I'm actually an avid helmet collector. I've got pretty much every single one of the Mega Man helmets that were released a few years ago through Bluefin. And yeah, I have the Red Ranger helmet from the Legacy Collection, which was given to me by my good friend Dan. I also picked up the White Ranger helmet from the very first White Ranger helmet created for the Lightning Collection a number of years ago from Hasbro. And now, I even picked up the Pink Ranger helmet a year ago. And now, the Blue Ranger helmet has actually come in stock. Wow, this is absolutely crazy. I can't believe this. It's not just the Blue Ranger helmet, it actually is the Blue Ranger staff. This is crazy. Let's take a closer deep dive into this, guys. This is incredible. Wow, there it is, guys. The Blue Ranger helmet. Freaking incredible. Oh my gosh. I gotta tell you guys, I'm super stoked for this announcement. I'm a big collector of helmets, I have to say. So yeah, getting a chance to get this officially licensed Power Rangers Lightning Collection helmet, I cannot say no to these. These are incredible. But let's take a deeper dive into this. Wow. Honestly, this is an incredible looking helmet. They really all are. Some people will say that Hasbro sort of falls short on the mark on many things. This one looks absolutely stunning. I love the Triceratops helmet. Obviously, the character of Billy was a great character. Loved his inclusion in the show. He was the geek of the group. So I have an affinity towards Billy. I love the helmet, the way it looks here. The pinstriping. From what I've seen from the Pink Ranger helmet and from the Red Ranger helmet, it's decent. It's not the best, but honestly, it does the job, and I really do appreciate that. I love the gold inlay eyes. The 3 Triceratops horns, they do look amazing. Obviously, Billy's helmet was different from everyone else's. It has this brow line that really has almost a mean look to it. It's crazy, but it's to accentuate the idea of the beak, which actually is prominent on, of course, all Triceratopses. This looks amazing. The mouthpiece, honestly, I think they nailed it this time. I was kind of iffy and on the fence about the Red Ranger version, but I'm really liking the way they've sculpted this version for the Blue Ranger. Excellent. There does seem to be a shine to it. I'm wondering if they actually put some sort of paint or lacquer on it. It does look pretty cool. I'm trying to recall if the Pink Ranger helmet, has that kind of same lacquer. But looking at it right now, I think I can see the reflective nature of the helmet just by this model trying to take it off. We can see the reflection of his hands. Some of the studio environment we can actually see, and honestly, that's great. I really do appreciate that. Yeah, I'm really liking the actual color of the helmet as well. I'm not sure if it's 100% accurate. I think the helmet color was a little bit darker in the show, but I'm okay with that. Seriously, this is a very, 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 very good approximation of the helmet itself. I am loving it. And again, this is probably the cheapest way you can afford to pick up one of these helmets. One thing I do have to mention is that they are a little bit. If you have a slightly bigger head, or you're a little bit overweight, yeah, as you can see here with this model, his chin is already sticking out of the bottom of the helmet itself. So if you're going to use this for cosplay, be aware of that. They are very, very snug, and they will fit people with slightly smaller heads a little bit better. I know when I put on the Pink Ranger helmet just to try it on, it was pretty tight, honestly. But again, I attributed that to being, for women. But looking at this Blue Ranger helmet, yeah, I do have to say it looks a little bit snug, and probably is exactly the form fitting that way. I do love this helmet, and I do love the way this model has been portraying it. However, I do have to say, depending on the angle and depending on how he's wearing it, you can see just how prominent the chin line sticks out. So yeah, I'm really thinking that people with slightly larger heads are going to have a little bit of a more difficult time putting this on. It's interesting if you look at the studio environment which they've shot these pictures in. The helmet looks very, very dark, very, very rich in color. But when we put it into a well-lit studio environment, it's actually very light blue. So I'm wondering, having seen these promotional photos, if that's actually the final color. Now, when you get into your home, this one looks almost matte, and I wonder if they actually did a treatment on it to make it look like that for the photos, which kind of makes sense to me because, as you can see here, it's really, really shiny on this one. So I think that this one might be an untreated, photo version, which kind of is kind of weirding me out. I'm really hoping that it ends up being, this particular version with a very, very high gloss look. This one, it's doing it for me, but at the same time, the color seems just a bit off. Here we have the actual box art itself, and it really is lending itself more to that lighter blue shade, so I am kind of concerned about that. I really hope it's closer to these promotional photos. This is the kind of blue that I'm expecting from the Blue Ranger. I'm not really expecting baby, slightly sky blue. That's not exactly what I'm expecting, so I'm hoping that they get the color right on that level. It says that there are multiple magnets on this, obviously because it clamps on using the split nature of the helmet itself. Plastic-free packaging, obviously. None of the helmets have ever come with any plastic, though that's kind of redundant. I don't know why they put that there. It really is to push on their mandate, but I have to say they haven't been doing a very good job of that, to be honest with you. Here we have the reverse side of the packaging. Again, it is, according to this, 10 inches tall in height. Wow, 25 centimeters. Again, your mileage may vary in terms of if you want to use this for cosplay. I really don't think... It says here it's a premium roleplay helmet, but again, your mileage may vary, mainly because your head, if it's any bigger than a certain size, it might not fit. It says it has adjustable fit, which is debatable. There is a harness on the inside of the helmet, but again, having experienced this for myself, I do have to say it's a really, really tight fit. Yeah, I am very excited about this. I already own the White Ranger helmet from the Lightning Collection, as well as the Pink Ranger helmet, and they look great on my shelf. Bar none, they look amazing. However, I have to say that trying to wear one of these things, it can get pretty problematic. I'm not going to shy away from saying that. I really do hope that they stick with this high lacquered version. It looks so much better in my opinion. Again, these packaging shots, as well as the final image shot in the studio, kind of give me a little bit of concern, but generally speaking, Hasbro has basically delivered what they've showcased before. So I am hoping that the final version will definitely look like this. Also announced yesterday was the Power Lances. Holy crap, these are amazing. They are on sale right now at HasbroPulse.com for pre-order at $89.99 each. And anybody in Canada, you can pick it up at GameStop, and they are on sale right now, listed for pre-order. Also announced on this release was, yes indeed, the Power Rangers Lightning Collection Mighty Morphin Blue Ranger Power Lance. There they are, guys, the actual Power Lance. Wow, I love the fact that it does come with a stand, albeit kind of lacking in detail. I mean, the stand itself is meh. It's not as nice as the Green Ranger dagger. I really like the stand that they made for that. This one has a boulder, motif, which I'm not gonna gripe about it too much. I like the fact that we even have a stand included with some of these weapons, because the Legacy versions had no stands whatsoever. This one has the Blue Ranger insignia coin. Beautiful to see it here. I would have preferred a little bit of a wash on the stand itself, but of course we can do that later. Again, the options are there. The lances themselves, they pretty much look like they have very, very little paint deco, if any at all. They look basically just sculpted plastic with a lot of etching inside of it. There are two Triceratops coins, which is awesome. I love that. And like I said, the finish on there actually with these particular images, there actually is no finish. It looks literally just like plastic, silver plastic with no deco. Which again, for myself, I think that's great. I really do prefer that. But I think that traditionally there is actually some blue inlay in this etching. So I think some fans will have some issue with that. As you can see here on the front side of the lance, you can see that there is actually, I don't know if that's a stencil or if it's a actual etching with paint, but it does show blue and silver highlights on this portion of the lance. However, on the reverse, which has, I believe, the sound gimmick, because I can see the speaker there, there's no detailing here at all. It's actually just a plain gray cover. So yeah, this is interesting to note. And again, if you're a customizer and you want to bring out some more highlights, you can definitely put in a nice looking wash yourself. But yeah, I do prefer the fact that they're not actually covered in its own wash straight from the factory, mainly because they can be problematic for collectors in the future. Here it is displayed fully joined together in the staff. This is great. I do love the fact that the stand can reconfigure itself to actually display any which way you want. This is obviously with some space concerns in mind, which I really appreciate, because the way they are here, it really is a little bit more better situated for space if you have very limited space. Whereas this, if you have a giant living room and you really want to display this, splayed out, it looks really great as well. Beautiful stuff. This is the full staff extended. Wow, you can see a bit of bowing on the left and the right. Now that it is made of plastic, so I can understand that. I think that they actually didn't position it perfectly on the stand, which is why it's actually sort of leaning to the left and right. But honestly, I do like the way this looks. The extensions are a lot thicker than I thought they were going to be. On the first promotional photos, they look really, really thin and kind of wonky. So I'm really appreciating the fact that they're a little bit thicker in the final build. Hopefully, this is the final build. It does look freaking cool. Here we have it with the model displaying and showcasing the size of the actual daggers. Sorry, the lances themselves. Holy crap, they are huge. I like the fact that the deco is on the other side and it's fully placed on there. I think it is just a sticker. Looking at it now, I don't think it's actually etched in there. But still, any additional paint details, I can really appreciate that. That's amazing. I do love the colors of the coins. They do look pretty good. I hope it really comes across when we finally get them. They are actually quite big. These are, I would imagine, at least a young man's 20-something year old man's hands. So yeah, that's actually very, very good. I do like the overall impressive size of these daggers. There it is, fully extended, and yeah, it's a decent size. I mean, it's not the 100% full size of the length of the staff itself, the Triceratops lance, but you know what? It's not bad. I don't mind the size of it. This really is keeping in mind with again, it's a toy, right? At the end of the day, it's an actual replica toy. So yeah, I'm not going to really fault them for that. I think a lot of people are going to say, "Wow, it's really short." Honestly, it's not that bad. If you want to take this around for cosplay and things like that, I think it's actually a really good compromise. Truthfully saying it that way. Now there are some people who are not going to be satisfied either which way, but for me, it's actually not that bad. They do look good. Fully extended here, in two different sizes. I think it just actually looks better than the fully extended version when it's supposed to be a full lance. Here with the two daggers extended and separated, they actually look pretty good. Honestly, I think I would prefer using them this way. They actually look kind of like a couple of short bow staffs. Here we have the actual packaging. Wonderful design as usual. Again, this gives me a lot of hope because on the packaging it looks a little lighter in blue than it does on the promotional shots. So that kind of leads me to believe that whoever did the actual graphics on the front, the shade is actually a little bit lighter than it actually is. So that's very, very cool. Again, plastic-free packaging, does not come with it requires 6 AAA batteries. Holy cow, that's a lot of batteries. Not sure if I'm ever going to do that, but yeah, this is something which I'm really looking forward to, honestly. The back of the packaging is very nice. I do like the way it's displayed here. As you can see, and this is exactly what I'm talking about, it does look like almost as if they have that additional, detailing inside of the etching, which, again, your mileage may vary. I don't really mind it. Probably, if I really needed to later down the road, I'd probably do an etching of my own, some wash. But it is the way it is. The actual piece itself is pretty affordable in and of itself. It's not that compared to the Power Sword. It's actually a pretty good price in my opinion. So yeah, not bad. They keep harping on that plastic-free packaging. Honestly, again, for me, it's kind of confusing. I really don't know what to say. Wow, guys, I can't believe it. I'm super excited for this brand new release for the Blue Ranger Power Lance and Power Helmet. Guys, I'm super excited. As you know, I love helmets. I love collecting them. They're so great. Just the way they look on the shelf is just amazing. They take up a heck of a lot of room, which is why I'm really glad that the Power Lance has those two different options for display. But guys, what are your thoughts? Are you guys interested in picking up one of these two items, whether it be the helmet or the Power Lance? Are you super excited for the new releases coming out for the Morphin Power Rangers Lightning Collection? Or is this just not what you're looking for in terms of collectibles for Power Rangers, and you're just wondering when the next set of actual action figures are going to be released? Guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you did, please do leave a like. It really does help me out. I hope you're all doing well, staying safe. And as always, everybody, thank you very much for watching. Geek proud, everybody. I want to give a huge shout out to all my Patreon and channel member supporters: RyRackCan33, Old IT Guy, Princess Cagali, John Joker, Michael Traverso, Christopher Herndon, Snell World, Thomas Meyer, Budrick Porter, and Joseph Michaels. Thank you for all your support, everybody. It really means a lot to me and really does help the channel to keep going.